Donald Trump is going to win. He's going to win big. You know it. I know it. It is changing like I have never seen in the last couple of days. Pay attention. Turn all cable news off. Turn off Fox News. It's the same. Forget it. You have to dig deep. The news is there. It will be on websites and platforms and X. It's here. And not so much looking at numbers and polls. Oh, yeah, those are good. But this is different, my friend. There is a different motivation, a different momentum. I am telling you, it just ends when you shoot a bullet or throw a ball or fire something. Ballistics, the physics will end the trajectory. It will poop out. The point is, will it hit the target before the trajectory ends? She's done 2 interviews. 2. Listen to what I'm saying. You've got it's the most incredible story. Everybody is calling out ABC. It is a joke. Oh, dear friends, rejoice, rejoice in the name Trump. Rejoice. I know this sounds absolutely perhaps nuts, but Penn, when Mark Penn, who, by the way, is the architect of the birther movement, this is a guy who worked for Bill Clinton and then who worked for Hillary Clinton and came up with, and this is the most important thing, came up with this idea, this word, this verbiage, this question. Remember when he said in a memo, he said, you must talk more about his authenticity. He's kind of like his American bona fide. That's what he said. He said, not me. I didn't say it. It's the most incredible thing anybody's ever seen, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm telling you right now, I want you to feel good about this. You're going to win this. And it's not just it's the yes poll. That's important too. It's and all over. Oh my God. Hail, praise Jesus. Thank God. Do you know what the biggest story there is? And I saw something tonight night, and I was going to post it for you, but I kind of didn't want to because I wasn't sure if it was legit. But let me ask you something. Is the what is the number one story there? What is the number one story? What is the number one story that you and I are looking at? What is the number one story that is getting people fix your audio? What's wrong with my audio? That is getting everybody's attention. We try it again. Is this better, friends? Is the audience better? Is the audio better? Is it better? Let me know. Let me know. Can you hear it? Very good. Very good. Very good. What is the number one story that is absolutely getting people's attention? The number one story. What? Cat. This cat story is out of control. The cat's story. I'm telling you, if you would have told me this, cats and dogs, there is a story going out right now, allegedly indicating or saying that it was PETA, perhaps. And I don't know if it's real. I'm not sure. I was going to put it up, but I don't know. But they say it's a PETA piece that's talking about don't leave your pets outside. Again, If this is PETA, I'm shocked because it looks almost like a joke. Do you understand this? Do you understand? There are 3 motivations. First first first, look at this, it says, "How do you do in your social hour, my friend?" "Fine, thank you so much, my dear friend, Andrew, thank you for this, and my apologies for the garbled audio, dear friend." Edie says, "Mr. L, check audio, please." Isn't she sweet? Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she a wonderful person? We're all okay now, right? You can hear me fine? Everybody's happy? I double checked it, I was so excited, ready to go, and I'm thinking, "God damn." Got it? Good. Terrific. Thank you. Excellent, 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 excellent. Now, here's the question, my friends. Everything and when somebody says no, when you no, what is no? No, sound is poor. Let me see. Let me try this sound. Let me try something. I'm gonna try something. Just wait. All right, this should be better. Tell me it's better. Let me see if that works any better. This morning it worked terrific. Everything was going fine. Is this better? Let me ask you this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me a 5 by 5 if this is okay. We've only been about 7 minutes into this. That's okay. I can wait. Sound better? Let me know. Sound good? Sound good? 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 Very good. Thank you. Thank you. My friends, rejoice. Let us start with the president going full tilt right off the bat and letting these bastards know exactly what he thinks. Watch this.
Did she get the questions? You think? So I hear she got the questions, and I also heard she had something in the ear, a little something in the ear. No, Kamala, do this. Say it this way, Kamala. Okay, be quiet. Too many people watching.
He's deliberately bringing up the fact that they're saying that she actually had an earpiece in her ear. Did you hear this? Did you hear this? Did you hear this? And she and her folks have been screaming for the longest time. They've been screaming for the longest time, ladies and gentlemen, for reasons I don't know. They're saying there was absolutely nothing. We were not given the questions ahead of time. We were not told about this. And they're so upset. Remember the earrings. Remember the earrings. Remember this? This makes sense. This is the part which is the most sense. Which is so incredible. The other night, the owner or the developer of the earrings themselves said, and this is the most important thing in the world. The owner of the company that makes these pieces could not neither confirm nor deny what happened. Mr. President, keep it up. Keep it up. It is the biggest story in the world. You understand this? The biggest story in the world. Next, cats. Do you think there is something about the cats? Do you think there is something about the story as to cats? Yes or no? Do you believe that the story as to cats and pets, do you believe that this is true? Do you believe this? Do you think the people that are showing up in Springfield, Ohio, before the city council are lying? There is an alleged PETA commercial I was going to put it up, but I wasn't sure. I do not know if it's true or not. I do not know. I'm not sure. But they are saying something to the effect of, don't leave cats outside. Freedom says there is an old saying, it comes around, it goes around. Kamala hasn't done a damn thing. Donald Trump 2024, indeed. Made with love and butter says, it's such a catastrophe that they didn't know that casseroles were being eaten at the cat fella. It was a bit of a stretch of the pun. Like Bo's sunglasses, it's real. Mr. President, keep it up. And the more they scream, the more there's something to it. You see, these bastards, if there was nothing to the story, they would laugh it off. Think about it. They would laugh it off. And nobody's even saying it's the Haitian culture. They're just saying there were Haitians and there's cats missing and ducks and people are testifying and they're going nuts. They're going ape over the whole thing. And they're screaming, stop talking about this. We're winning. We're winning this. I never thought this was coming. Cats? Cats? I have these things, these dreams, these thought experiments, and I'm meeting God. And God says to me, Uncle Lenny, you know, I don't normally am not associated with having a sense of humor. But I want to show you something, Uncle Lenny. Watch this. Watch what, sir or ma'am? I'm not going to say they. Watch what the new story is. What do you mean? Watch the new story. Okay. And there it was. Springfield, Ohio. Springfield, Ohio. Springfield, Ohio. What's Springfield, Ohio? Cats are being consumed by Haitians. A town of 58,000 with 20,000 new Haitians. Wait a minute. Wait, what? Is it you? You betcha. And Kamala's thinking, wait a minute, what? They don't care about people. They don't care about kids. They don't care about kidnappings. They don't care about crime. They don't care about human trafficking. They don't care about the undocumented or the undocumented, but the unaccompanied minors. But cats and pets, it's another story. After watching recent first gay Mala solo interview, it confirmed the debate was completely scripted and rehearsed production. ABC moderators and all. Come on, man. Do you mean this one? This is her second speech, her second interview, but her first solo. Do you mean this one?
About bringing down prices and making life more affordable for people. Yeah. What are one or two specific things you have in mind for that?
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid. My mother raised my sister and me. She worked very hard. She was able to finally save up enough money to buy our first house when I was a teenager. I grew up in a community of hardworking people. You know,
what is she? Who cares?
And nurses and teachers, and I try to explain to some people who may not have had the same experience. You know, but a lot of people will relate to this. You know, I grew up in a neighborhood of folks.
Do you have any doubt in your mind that was, but that the questions weren't given her? She still can't answer anything. She's an idiot. She's an idiot. She is a blithering idiot. She is a fool. Jesus, what do you hear what she's not even giving the answers again. This is her first solo interview. This guy's name is Taff, Taff, I believe, from Philly. And these aren't even softballs. This is like lint. Watch this one more time. Listen to this hard-hitting question of his.
When you talk about bringing down prices.
That's a hey numbnuts. The topic is first word sounds like bringing down costs, prices, bringing down prices.
When you talk about bringing down prices.
Bringing down prices. Remember the answer you memorized for that? Remember that one? Remember that?
And making life more affordable for people.
And making life affordable. Don't give us this shite story about you growing up in Canada. Answer the question that I'm feeding you. Answer the question. Don't give us this crap about when you were growing up.
What are one or two specific things you have?
Specific things, Jesus, lady, I'm telling you right now. Hint, prices, costs, specifics.
For that.
Well, I'll start with this. I grew up a middle-class kid.
Jesus.
My mother raised my sister and me. She worked very hard. She was able to finally save up enough money to buy our first house when I was a teenager. I grew up in a community of hardworking people, you know, construction workers and nurses and teachers. And I try to explain to some people who may not have had the same experience, you know, but a lot of people will relate to this. You know, I grew up in a neighborhood of folks who were very proud of their lawn, you know, and I was raised to believe and to know that all people deserve dignity. And that we as Americans have a beautiful character. You know, we have ambitions and aspirations and dreams, but not everyone necessarily has access to the resources that can help them fuel those dreams and ambitions.
Does this make sense to you?
So when I talk about building an opportunity economy, it is very much with the mind of investing in the ambitions and aspirations and the incredible work ethic of the American people, and creating opportunity for people, for example, to start a small business.
Does this make sense to you? Does this make sense to you? Does this make sense? Tell me, does this make sense to you? Why is she getting away with this? Why is she getting away with this? Why? Why hasn't she learned anything yet? Why? Tell me why. Tell me. Why? It's absolutely incredible. Stephen Steiber says, it is honestly irrelevant if the cat story is true or not. What it has done is gotten people who would have not normally looked at Springfield, Ohio, to look and see the big immigration problem. And finally, it says here, it is on, yes, I'm sorry, that was it. David says, Robert De Niro, I can't read that, some algorithm. Mr. L, sound is tinny. Thank you, Edie. Freedom says, Kamala talks like she is the only one in the world who had rough times in our lives. And that will make us fall in love with her. She is nuts. She did not have. Let's go back to this. Yes, Mrs. L will talk about girl with rough times. I'm seeing this again with this audio. Let me try this again. Let me try it again. We're going to get this audio. Why audio is acting up now, I have no idea. Everything sounds perfect as far as I'm concerned, but what do I know? And I want to make you happy. Andrew says, I'm like many educated people, the almighty, whatever. I can't deny from the debate to the shooting to this moron, he is saying, wait a minute. I'm like many educated people, the almighty, whatever. I can't deny from the debate to the shooting to this moron, he is saying, really? I don't know what this means, but I feel the anger. I feel the anger. I feel your anger, your angst. They also say, you are so loved, Mr. L. Glad You are love. You. Thank you. Thank you for this. All right, let's move on, shall we? I'm sorry, I didn't understand your audio part. This is another. Oh, hang on. May says, if we truly had a free and fair media, this rate wouldn't even be close. These people are truly evil. Do you believe it's all about the media? What percentage do you think biased media plays in this? What role do you think? And it's a very good question. What role do you think? What do you think? Tell me, what role do you think the media play in this? What? It's a very important point. Very important question. Very, very, very critical. What role do you think the media play in this? What? Everything? Everything. Let me ask you, it's very quick. Do you think the media play, when she comes out and says nothing, she said nothing, you think the media are telling people, don't worry that she said nothing? Is that what you mean? When she comes out and talks gibberish and people have heard her laugh or don't hear her, the media have told you nothing. She's not even there. Do you think that's the media? She's not saying anything. What is the media, or the media telling you it's okay, it's all right? What? What is it? What did the media do? How did the media protect you from Joe Biden? How? Because what I'm telling you, one of the problems I think we have an issue here, it's that people are so damn stupid. The media are there, they could do better, but it's these stupid Americans trying to say, don't believe in the all-powerful, but this whole thing erases my paradigm. All right. Very good. I appreciate that. Now, let's just, I'll give you an example of what the media do. A little bit. Because remember, they tell you what you are supposed to believe theoretically, okay? They tell you. This is this stupid Charlottesville crap that nobody cares about. Nobody cares about tiki torches. Nobody's talking about Charlottesville. Nobody except the media. Now, if anything, people are saying, oh, Jesus, would you stop with this Charlottesville? Nobody's talking about that. He didn't say good people. It's like, my God, they think this is all they have. Listen to what he said.
People, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned.
See, I'm not talking about them. This is what he said.
And you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists, because they should be condemned totally. But you had many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists.
And there were people, let me say this, for this boring topic, when cats are being eaten in Springfield, Ohio, by marauding Haitian immigrants. I can't say it anymore. That's the thing that people, they don't want to hear about this stupid Charlottesville. Nobody, but did you hear it? And he talked about this because he said there were some people who said, we don't want our Civil War statues removed. Those are the people he's talking about. Now listen to what these ABC liars said.
When he uttered those infamous words that there were very fine people on both sides of the protest, including, by extension, very fine people marching with the neo-Nazis and the white.
Never said that. But do you think anybody cares about that? No. Nobody cares. Nobody sits there and says, nobody. It's they created this. And when one created it, the other one repeated it. And the other one repeated it. And then numbnuts, this blithering idiot, she repeats it too.
Supremacists.
Let's remember Charlottesville, where there was a mob of people carrying tiki torches.
Tiki torches. got the tiki torches. Jesus God. It's a Polynesian theme. For God's sake. It's a tiki torches. Tiki. What does that mean? I don't know. What do the tiki torches represent? I don't know. I'm supposed to say tiki torches. What is it, Polynesian? Is this like a Trader Jack's or something? Or Trader Vic's? Is this going to be like a, what is it, like a poo-poo platter? You're going to have like a luau? What did she doesn't tell you what the tiki torches are about because, believe it or not, that's the anti-fascist. That's Antifa. But anyway.
Spewing anti-Semitic hate.
Anti-Semitic? No, they were racist. There wasn't anything about Jews or Israel in Charlottesville, you twit. You're getting your story wrong. You're not even getting the lie right. This is why we're winning.
And what did the president then at the time say? There were fine people on each side.
Because he was talking about, by the way, you know what I want you to do? Would you do me a favor? Would you do me a favor? All of you fine people. Would you do me this? Would you do Uncle Lenny a favor? I want you to go to the next, I want you to try to sneak in. Try to sneak in. And Andrew says, by the way, yes, we care because Trump is all of us lying. Yes, we care because Trump is all of us lying on us. Okay? All of us lying on us. I like that. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to go and I want you to appear and I want you to say, yeah, I can't hear you. What? You're too tinny. And what? What was that about? I'm sorry. You're something about Charlotte. Who's Charlotte? Charlottesville? Is this an author? You mean like Charlotte Bronte? I can't hear you. What? I can't. You're too tinny. Don't talk. Please do me. Just get back. Get back. I can't hear you. Think of what? Just do this. The whole crowd. I'm sorry, I can't hear. You'll drive her nuts. I'm sorry. Can somebody fix this? What's going on here? It's the greatest thing in the world. Anytime you have a problem with anybody, I'm sorry, officer. What? I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Can you work something? I'm sorry. You're too tinny. David Mudry says, doesn't the Smith-Munt Modernization Act of 2012 allow the propaganda from the mainstream media? Of course it does. The thing is, you can't define what propaganda is. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. I'm sorry, Kamala. I can't, honey. I can't. Can somebody? What? You who? Tiki Barber? Don, the football player? I'm sorry. Did somebody help me with this? Okay. Here's something also, my friends, that you're not going to. You ready for this? Listen to this. This is still the greatest. Listen to this and tell me what you think is missing now that Kamala used to do. Listen carefully.
Days, former Vice President Biden has said about executive orders, some really talented people are seeking the nomination. They said, I'm going to issue an executive order. Biden saying there's no constitutional authority to issue that executive order when they say I'm going to eliminate assault weapons, saying you can't do it by executive order any more than Trump can do things when he says he can do it by executive order. Does the vice president have a point there?
Some things you can, many things you can't.
Let's let the senator answer.
Well, I mean, I would just say, hey, Joe, instead of saying no, we can't, let's say yes, we can.
You hear that?
Let's be constitutional. We got a constitution.
And yes, we can.
This was Joe Biden making sense. It's gone. The laughter is gone. She's gone. And when you take that away from her, you get this ridiculous nonsense from people before. It is just, it's absolutely incredible. Incredible. Let me see this. Nelson A says, Kamala, Oh, she needs instructions all the time. That is true, my friend. Made with Love and Butter says, when the media is never held accountable for lying and no one loses their job, why would they change? No reason to. Palms getting greased. My dear, and I thank you for this. My dear, let me remind you of something. You will never be able to do this because when you say, excuse me, you are biased. No, we're not. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. I think I missed, here we go. Soul says, social cohesion in Springfield is freeing after a couple of years of aggressive liberal globalist migration, and the cat story has put a spotlight on that. Thank you, Soul. I appreciate that. It's not only put a light on it, it's precipitated it. It's precipitated it. They can't drive, too. When they eat your cat and they try to grab the carcass of little Tabby and throw it in the back of the late model Rambler, they're crashing. They can't drive. Why do they have licenses, or do they? They can't drive. There used to be ethnic jokes. I'm not going to say which ones. I'm not going to say this. I'm not. Don't bring it up. I'm not going to say it. But there were some ethnic jokes about certain people who couldn't drive. I'm not going to say it. Well, now they're Haitians. They can't drive. Now think about this. Think about this. God comes along and says, oh, wait a minute. No, wait. This is the story. This is Springfield, Ohio. A quiet little town near Cleveland, between Cleveland and Dayton. 58,000 and doing fine. Everybody's groovy. Everybody's happening. And then one day, 20,000 machete. I throw the machete. I don't even know that machetes. 20,000 machete hordes of Haitian Creoles going, coming. Like, what the hell is this? I'm going, Giddy! And the cat, and phew, they're taking off, and they're coming after him, the goats, and they're drinking the blood, and people are, hell in Springfield. Grab the car. Demolition derby, crashes, Mad Max, cat and kittens. All of a sudden, this kid going, Tabby. You remember Lassie come home? This is Kitty. Puss in Boots. You can't write this. It's beautiful. Calico, please help me. What are you laughing at? And here comes Trump. And all of a sudden, these cats come out and they say, there he is. And they bow and they, oh my God. And would it be crazy too if all of a sudden we have, let me take one thing. There is a, let's say the rodent population goes through the roof because of the imbalance, because there's no cats to eat them. The ecosystem screwed up. So then we have the Black Plague, because remember, do you know what saved Egypt was the cat? And the cat was, they used to keep grain in the pyramids and the caverns, and the cats were the protector of it. Andrew Hessing says, people must realize this is not just this election. It is global that don't get it. There is a cabal, always has been. When they end USA, they've won. Absolute true. Poopsie says, no parallel parking here. That would be funny. Then we have Haitian demolition driving. Can you imagine that? Demolition driving. Did you ever see in the old days when they have is it in the desert where they would play polo with the goat's head on the horses? Imagine they're driving. The door opens up, grab the cat. The geese are flying around. Just, weird noises. Springfield, Ohio. We need Trump. Ding, 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 jungle drums. I mean, every mixed metaphors. We have drums. I don't know if we have drums. We have people with spear. I mean, just like, what is this? What is this? Keep it up. Animal sacrifice. But it's not animal sacrifice only. It's just people just grabbing these things. Now, look, if all of a sudden, why now? Why now? I'm telling you. Oh, cat got your tongue. Yeah. Listen to this spelling. Tonugh. Tonu. Did you hear? Okay, hang on a minute, just so that you keep in mind. Even Tucker Carlson, I'm not going to find it for you, but he's talking about PETA. This is the biggest story in the world. You can laugh all you want. She's thinking, I got to do something about this cat thing. Cat scratch fever. Da-da. We were playing Year of the Cat tonight. By the way, we drove back from Long Island. Oh my God, let's talk about. Can you imagine Long Island with a bunch of crazed Springfield Haitians in late model station wagons? Forget it. It's Mad Max. It's the most incredible thing in the world. My friends, this is wonderful. And she, in her first one-on-one interview with this garbage. We're going to win. We need Al Stewart, Year of the Cat. Please, Al will do it. Everybody's saying, well, how about that Dave Grohl? Oh, have you heard about his stories? Wait till you hear who the baby mama is, or was, or when he met her. But I don't want to change the course of this. Let me tell you something. Certain things come along. Do you remember? Was it George Herbert Walker Bush? Remember the poor guy? He looked at his watch, and they go, "Look at you, you son of a! You're looking at your watch." And he was looking at his watch during a debate because he wanted to see what time it was. Look at this: Mel Brooks, History of the World, 1 Katsaween. This spelling is incredible. It's a challenge, but I appreciate it. There were. The second time was, I think it was Biden looking at his watch during when they brought the Afghanistan veterans who died tragically there. He was looking at his watch. Certain little things mean something. There was another time when George Herbert Walker, again, he never saw a scanner. He says, "What's that thing?" He goes, "That's a scanner." "What's a scanner?" Remember when numbnuts, the blithering idiot, Kamala, couldn't figure out how to charge a Tesla? She thought there was gas and she didn't know anything. That's the stuff. But it's cats. Go on X or Twitter, put up cats. Look at the pictures. Look at the AI. I went to Grok. Grok is terrific. I like it much better than ChatGPT. And I swear to God, I wrote Kamala eating a cat as a joke. Because you got to tell it the parameters, which is X or Twitter AI. I'm just as a joke, as a parody. And there she is, baring her teeth, about to get this little thing in the back of the neck. I mean, and the stuff that is on X. And I know this is in some poor community. Some of these pictures are so old and grainy. I can't even tell you what they're doing with cats. But where's PETA? I got to show you this one thing. Did you see it? It's Tucker on PETA. That sounded weird, didn't it? Tucker on PETA. This was actually pretty good. Let me get this for you. Tucker, talk amongst yourself. Yeah, Kamala, I'm sorry. I can't. You're tinny. Can you work? No, I'm sorry. You would drive these people nuts. I know what you're doing to me too, and you're gaslighting me, and that's okay. I'm digging it. I understand it. Hang on a minute. Here we go. This is it. I want you to hear this. Sorry for the production. I got to get it. I got to copy it. I got to put it here. Just a minute. Hang on a minute. Just a minute. Wait a minute. Hang on. Oh, for God's sake. Come on. There we go. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Just a minute here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm sorry. I can't hear you. That would be the best. The whole audience. Can you hear? Check this out. This is our boy Tucker. Your boy Tucker. Now listen to this. And he does make a very interesting point here. Here we go. Here we go.
People eating pets. And there were two levels on which to enjoy this. Well, the first one, I literally enjoyed it. People were like, I can't believe Donald Trump accused people of eating pets. I was like, I love him. It's just hilarious. Who would ever say that? They're eating all the pets. So great.
God.
Thank you, Donald Trump. That
I'm so sorry. I am coming unglued tonight. Let me check the voice. Let me check the voice. Okay. All right. All right. I got it. I got it. I got it. All righty. Here we go. Let's try this. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Now, first of all, before we do this, can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm not going to do anything unless you can hear me. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. Don't put me through this shit again, please. I can't take it. I can't hear. It's like I'm with old people or something. I mean, it's like, not that you're old. I know you can hear fine. Okay. All right. Okay. Alrighty. Now, this is your boy, Tucker, and he does make a point for you to consider. And it goes something like this.
Trump said about people eating pets. And there were two levels on which to enjoy this. Well, the first one, I literally enjoyed it. People were like, I can't believe Donald Trump accused people of eating pets. I was like, I love him. It's just hilarious. Who would ever say that? They're eating all the pets. So great. Thank you, Donald Trump. That was awesome. Because first of all, it makes all the right people mad. Like anyone getting red in the face over pet eating. That's not true. That's never happened. No one's ever eaten a pet. Okay. You just outed yourself. You're a liar. So that's the first thing. The second thing is now we're talking about eating pets. And so now that we are, let me just count myself as opposed. Note that if PETA doesn't endorse Trump in the next 24 hours, they're totally fraudulent. I'm serious. People have run for president in this country since the 1780s. Has any presidential candidate ever taken an unequivocal stand against pet eating? None. PETA's been waiting its entire life for this, and they still won't endorse.
I would have said it better, but you get the point. This is manna from heaven. There is a God. I'm not lying to you. This is the black socks thing. I'm not going to tell you about the black sock story again, but this is when, let me tell you a story. It's an old story. It's a kind of a parable, whatever it is. There's a flood. And people are leaving in boats. And there's a guy standing there, and the water's up to his waist. And he's got his arms folded. And he goes, come on, jump in the boat. And he said, God will save me. And the boat takes off. Water's up to his chin. Another boat comes by and says, jump in the boat. And he said, God will save me. Boat takes off. Finally, the water's up to, he can't even get on his tippy toes anymore. It's going in his nose. He's about to drown. There's a helicopter. They drop the rope. They say, grab the rope. And he says, God will help me. And it takes off and he drowns. Dead. Goes to heaven, sees God and says, I want to talk to you. He says, what the hell was that all about? I prayed to you and I drowned. And God said, I sent you 2 boats and a helicopter. The point of the story is sometimes you get these things and God said, I'm going to help you, but you have to work with me. First, I'm going to give you a crime rate you've never seen before. Then I'm going to have you having marauding, horrible, terrible, criminal people from parts of the world. And these are the most god awful, horrible, terrible people. And they're going to be pouring in and they're going to be snatching your kids and taking your jobs and moving in. Okay. How about that? Okay. Then I'm going to have drag queens. Drag queens are going to be coming all over out of nowhere. These transgender drag. Oh my God. And the kids are, Mommy, what's that? Then they're going to have transgender surgery and pronouns and crazy people and Joey Behar. What do you want? Why is he dead even? God, it's the media. Don't blame the media. I'm blaming you. Please, God, one more shot. Help us. What do you want? Give us an issue that just nobody can, it just blows people's minds. I got it. What is it, God? Springfield, Ohio. What? Springfield, Ohio. Trust me. What the hell's you'll see. Just wait. Watch this. And we waited. And all of a sudden, this little town of Springfield. Morning, Mr. Dawson. Morning, Timmy. Little kid on his bike, delivering papers in the morning. Idyllic. There's a guy opening up the flower stand. Morning, Mr. Edwards. Morning, Timmy. Morning in America. American flag, the town square, the church steeple, and then these drums go, what the hell is this? What is this? Haitians! What? 20,000. 20. That was only 58,000 of us. Run! What? Why? This is Springfield, Ohio. I know. What the hell's going on here? Tabby, Kitty, Puss in Boo, whatever it is, Calico Cat, Mr. Socks. Have you ever heard the way when a cat does that? You hear that? Oh man, he's pissed off. Versus that, that purring sound. That's okay, but the worst is this. And all of a sudden, you think, "Oh my God, this is it." Then geese. I can't do geese sounds. And then sacrifice, and then city council meetings and people begging, and they had a vest, a police vest of some crime, whatever, of some incident where there was a woman who was arrested. Let me tell you this again, arrested for eating a cat. And do you know what they said? They said she wasn't Haitian. She was born in this country. And I said, I don't care where she's from. She's eating a cat. I don't care if it's domestic, feelivore, ailerovore. I don't know what the word is, but they actually said, excuse me, it's not a Haitian cat, a guy or gal. It's an American. Oh, okay, that's better. Mr. Mittens. Sorry, Timmy. I love this country. And he's going right after him. And he's saying, oh, you don't like Laura Loomer? Laura, here she is. Laura's on the trip. What else don't you like? What else drives you crazy? What else, Doge, you want me to do? Oh, you don't want me to talk about the earpiece? Okay. She's wearing an earpiece. How you like that? She's getting messages from ABC from the head who was the sorority sister. You like that one? Does that piss you off too? How about that? You gave her the answers. How do you like that one? You're liars. You're miserable. Her father's a Marxist. She's a Marxist. She's a socialist. And Biden hates you. They all hate her. Say it. Come on, dude. Literally, bruh. Let her have it. It's the greatest thing ever. Let her have it. Like, you can't understand. Let me see. Here we go. Made with Love and Butter says, who knew the single cat lady would mean so much more? Maybe Taylor Swift can sing a catchy song. Very punny. Marianne Fagiole. Pasta Fagiole. Thank you, Marianne. She's a new member. I appreciate it. Andrew Hessing says, not a pet owner, but if you eat one, you got to go. I like that. Kevin says, anyone who loves cats is horrified by this. Ilerophiles alike. Andy Armour, bruh. Literally, bruh. Thank you, bruh. Jonathan Winters, who be doing the best memes. OMG. Thank you so much, I guess. FYI, atop ABC News is Dana Walden, a longtime friend of KH, who also introduced KH to her husband, Doug. No conflict of interest there. Come on, man. Absolutely. Oh, these people make me sick. Oh, look at this. This is all getting juvenile. Am I getting juvenile, or is the subject matter juvenile? Do you think I'm being juvenile, or do you think the story is getting juvenile? Because it is getting beyond juvenile. I'll get that later. Don't worry about that. Lori Cuck, what's new? Pussycat. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for that. You know, I got to tell you something. This is, again, an example of when things start to go our way. When I'm dead serious. You're going to laugh. And these ABC clowns don't get it. It's like, you don't understand. The wheels have come off. It doesn't even matter anymore about her. Do you understand this? It was about, it was perfect. It was beautifully perfect. That's all I want to tell you. We're going to win this, my friend. We are going to kick their ass. This thing, everything is falling apart. They're letting her have it and we haven't even seen the commercial yet. Or the what am I trying to say? The debate between, oh my God, Timmy and Vance. He's going to kill him. That's going to be the nail. What if there's any more room on the coffin top for more nails? It's another one. It's unbelievable. That's all I want to tell you. Linda Hazlitt, everyone, says, I do believe that Springfield, Ohio is rather low income. Maybe it is, but they were happy. Linda, they were happy. They're saying, there's Little Haiti in Miami. This is a Creole community where you have the language, and there was Little Haiti, and there's remember the oh God, what was that place? Oh God, in the 80s, there was a Chrome Avenue detention. Ramona Heath is back. Thank you for making me laugh. You're wonderful. Where have you been, gal? She's been hiding out. Miami will tell you, well, we had an influx of Haitians. They're pretty groovy. We have this place called Little Haiti. When you have a part of your city that says little, made with love and butter, says breaking news, cat save America, film at 11, indeed. Whenever you have a group that says Little Haiti, Little Korea, Little Italy, Little, Chinatown, it's always a good thing. It's always, you know what I mean? It's always a good thing. There's a name. That's a good thing. We have here Little Korea, Little Odessa, and Brighton Beach, Brooklyn, Russian and Ukrainian, and all this great stuff. We have Little Korea, which is in the 30s, right around Herald Square, which is wonderful. Well, Astoria is Greek. It's just so we love that. It's not the Haitian people. When you take 70 out of if you take 20,000 people, and now the best is there some thoughts of cats marauding, pets being purloined and nicked and filched and the like, but bad driving too. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't write this. You can't write this any better than it is. Okay, dear friends. Oh my God. This is something. This is something. I'm so glad we had this time together. Thank you. First of all, let me apologize for the bad sound tonight. I don't know what this is. It works great, and it gets weird and crazy. I have no idea. Maybe it is. Maybe they're trying to shut us down by virtue of this. Maybe we are too much of a force to be reckoned with. So Made with Butter, Ramona, Linda Hazlitt, Lori Cuck, Soul 76 Can, Mr. Hessing, Andy Armour, Kevin, Marion Fagioli. Thank you so much for showing up. Donald Ellsworth, ladies and gentlemen. Nelson A. David Mudry. Let me see who else is there. This and that. Freedom, we thank you. Steven Steiber. And who else is there? I think we said Freedom. And Edie Crowley, our dear and lovely and glorious Edie. We loves you. And please pay the Kiffness YouTube Trump cat vid. Okay. I might do that, but maybe we'll do that later, maybe tomorrow. My friends, I want to thank you. Thank you for staying up late. Again, Mrs. L and I had a wonderful time today. We went to really a great group of people. Great group of people. But the worst part was trying to weather the Long Island traffic. Oh my God. It's just, but a good group of folks. I don't want to say anything about it. Certain parts of it were so funny. It was a great party, but they decided to have a singer. That's all I will tell you. Mrs. L and I will laugh. He meant well. Bless his heart. In any event, we love you. Also, dear friends, find another platform. Whatever is really editing. Andrew, I want to tell you something. And this may be a surprise to you, but in terms of prestige, protocol, saturation, money, merchandising, commercialization, YouTube is tops. And I love you. But you're telling me, hey, listen, leave all that. Leave everything. Leave the premier platform. The best. They've done some things which we can argue about. But when it comes from getting the word out, leave them so that I can write you notes and be more explicit. If I want to give you, either a message or a couple of bucks or make a comment, I'll be a free or two, but leave all that. Leave, go to another platform that isn't as popular, has its problems, so that I can write things. No, no, doesn't work like that. Imagine, why'd you go there? Because they wanted to write me things and what? I know they wanted to write some stuff that they couldn't, and the words that they didn't know how to spell the word differently. And so I left. I went to this other platform so that people could write things. You're a schmuck. I know that, but I had to do that. Kid Creole on the Coconuts. Remember that one? All right, dear friends. You have a great. Before I forget, Mrs. L has been going through her channel, Lynn's Warriors, going through the roof, ladies and germs, through the roof. And I believe, let me make sure, I believe that I have here, yes, right there at the top of the description, follow Lynn's Warriors right there. Go to the description section. I put it in for you, and I'll put it in right now. She is on fire, and we thank you for that because of your love and your attention. We appreciate that immensely. And again, you are the funniest. I love you. And by the way, I hope you don't mind. I want you to know this. You're busting my balls. I understand that. And I'm going to bust them right back. You know that, right? We're just rompeche coglione. Over and over and over. I'm sorry, Kamala. I can't hear you. You're just tinny. It's, change the mic. Don't get too close to the mic. Get away from the mic. Don't touch the mic. Touch the mic. Turn your head. Lift one leg. Wear a hat. Very funny. God love you. All right, my friends. See you tomorrow. Have a wonderful and a glorious night. Put on some great music. Enjoy yourself. Dig this groove that we're in right now, whatever the hell that means. And until tomorrow, I love you. Remember that. Don't forget, follow Lynn's Warriors one more time. Here it is. That's her link. Go there right now. And don't forget to make sure you're always signed up here to Lionel Nation. Don't forget our two sponsors very quickly. Preparewithlionel.com. There is the link in the description section, and also mypillow.com, promo code Lionel. All right, kids, we love you. Have a great and glorious. I can't hear you. I can't. I'm sorry. It's too tinny. Could you? Very funny. Very funny. See you tomorrow, 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. And don't forget, until then, my friend, remember the monkey's dead. The show's over. Sue ya. Da, da.